some things out. Just checking some things out here. Seeing if there's anything. Let me take a quick look here. I'm your host, BKP. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything that I see of any significance. No, one more check and then I'll get the ball rolling. Let me check some things out here. I know I could have done this during the break, but I was too busy walking it off. Trump calls out NATO over defense funding. Russia energy deal in testy exchange with European leader. Ooh. Okay, so I'm back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show, 706-889-9700. Chief at FetcherNews.com, at Fetcher News, at FYNTV on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, you name it, we are there. Now, let's go back to the tape, but before we do, this morning we're talking about the breakfast, and what really got me upset, that don't miss at 9:30. At 9:30, we're going to come back and I'm going to give you some reaction. That's what Mike Barnacle says. Where is the outcry? Where is the people that demand that this stop? Where are the people? Where's the outcry? Then another thing is, let me just tell you this, okay? You're going to hear Donald Trump is playing to a domestic audience. All I can say to that is thank you, Mr. President. I heard that this morning of who else? Andrea Mitchell, NBC foreign correspondent. Why, Andrea should know. She was there with Reagan. She was there. She was there. She was on the plane. Anyhow. Andrea Mitchell says, he's playing to a domestic audience. It's obvious. Thank you, Mr. President. And the other thing I want to mention is you will continue to hear, well, Trump is playing to his base. Guess who his base is, and the media doesn't get it. Let's say that one more time. Trump is playing to his base. Playing to his base. Guess who the base is Trump is playing to? It's the American people. You people have lost it. I'm telling you, you don't realize the American people, they are the base that he's playing to, and they're not upset like you are, or their nerves are not shot, and they're not getting ready to jump from the window because Trump's in NATO asking them to pay their fair share to protect them against Russia. 1949, April 4th. Look it up. So, here is a couple pictures. Okay, this morning there was a breakfast. Let's go to the breakfast team, and you're going to hear it's a breakfast team, the one I called Gut Team, and you will hear how Kelly, just the look on their face, Kelly had to turn away. He's a general, and Mattis is looking like, oh hell, what has this man done? Okay, and Pompeo's embarrassment, and Kay Bailey Hutchison. Now Trump, this is a picture of Donald J. Trump, your president of the United States, and he's telling the Secretary of General of NATO, hey, you know what? The gas deal, and the media is writing, you know, if the picture had 1,000 words, they know nothing about how John Kelly, Chief of Staff, okay, Kay Bailey Hutchison, Ambassador to NATO, Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State, and General Mattis, the Defense Secretary of Defense. They know nothing. They have no comments from these people. Nothing has been said, but they are writing the stories as we speak. As Kelly had to look away. He had to look away. He could not take it. And you could see the embarrassment on Mike Pompeo as he's praying the president will soon shut up. And Mattis is just sitting there saying, oh my God, how did I get into this? Trust me, the media is already writing the script on the picture. Not any news, the picture. What they must be thinking. All right? Trump has hijacked the Republican Party. Republicans back home don't know what to do. They are in fear of him to even say something because of his base. His base is the American people, and that's what Republicans that may be in fear at Capitol Hill really know is, damn, this dude's got clout. This dude's got juice. This dude's got game, whatever the hell. And the gig is up. See, the gig is up in politics. The gig is up with the unions. The gig is up with the EPA. The gig is up with banking regulations. The gig is up, damn it, around the world with NATO. It's up. And they can't take it. Who the hell is this guy? So that being said, that's one picture. I might have to take this show to show the other one that just says breakfast. Okay? I like that one. It just says breakfast. Now there's the Secretary General across the table. And Trump's like, hey, what the hell? I love the what the hells. And now I'm writing the picture. I'm guilty. Writing the picture. I love when Trump gives the what the hells. Okay? What the hell? All right. Now, let's go back to the video. Because the media is spinning it out of control. But the truth is, we're talking about this gas line, and Germany can't take it because the gig is up. Okay? Gere Zergoff, or whatever I just said, the former chancellor, Angela Merkel, looking for the big-eared, dumb-ass little black boy from Kenya that they used to push around. Let's go back to the video.
The meeting we're going to have with President Putin, and I think that leaders are also looking forward to your thoughts about the meeting with President Putin later on.
Well, I have to say, I think it's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia. So we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting all of these countries. And then numerous of the countries go out and make a pipeline deal with Russia where they're paying billions of dollars into the coffers of Russia. So we're supposed to protect you against Russia, but they're paying billions of dollars to Russia, and I think that's very inappropriate. And the former chancellor of Germany is the head of the pipeline company that's supplying the gas. Ultimately, Germany will have almost 70% of their country controlled by Russia with natural gas. So you tell me, is that appropriate? I mean, I've been complaining about this from the time I got in. It should have never been allowed to have happened. But Germany is totally controlled by Russia because they were getting from 60 to 70% of their energy from Russia and a new pipeline. And you tell me if that's appropriate, because I think it's not. And I think it's a very bad thing for NATO, and I don't think it should have happened. And I think we have to talk to Germany about it. On top of that, Germany is just paying a little bit over 1%, whereas the United States, in actual numbers, is paying 4.2% of a much larger GDP. So I think that's inappropriate also. You know, we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting everybody, and yet we're paying a lot of money to protect. Now, this has been going on for decades. This has been brought up by other presidents, but other presidents never did anything about it because I don't think they understood it or they just didn't want to get involved. But I have to bring it up because I think it's very unfair to our country. It's very unfair to our taxpayer. And I think that these countries have to step it up, not over a 10-year period. They have to step it up immediately. Germany is a rich country. They talk about they're going to increase it a tiny bit by 2030. Well, they could increase it immediately tomorrow and have no problem. I don't think it's fair to the United States. So we're going to have to do something because we're not going to put up with it. We can't put up with it, and it's inappropriate. So we have to talk about the billions and billions of dollars that's being paid to the country that we're supposed to be protecting you against. You know, everybody's talking about it all over the world. They'll say, well, wait a minute, we're supposed to be protecting you from Russia, but why are you paying billions of dollars to Russia for energy? Why are countries in NATO, namely Germany, having a large percentage of their energy needs paid, you know, to Russia and taken care of by Russia? Now, if you look at it, Germany is a captive of Russia because they supply. They got rid of their coal plants. They got rid of their nuclear. They're getting so much of the oil and gas from Russia. I think it's something that NATO has to look at. I think it's very inappropriate. You and I agree that it's inappropriate. I don't know what you can do about it now, but it certainly doesn't seem to make sense that they pay billions of dollars to Russia, and now we have to defend them against Russia.
You know, NATO is an alliance of 29 nations, and there are sometimes differences and different views and also some disagreements. And the gas pipeline from Russia to Germany is one issue where allies disagree. But the strength of NATO is that despite these differences, we have always been able to unite around our core task to protect and defend each other, because we understand that we are stronger together than apart. I think that 2 world wars and the Cold War taught us that we are stronger together than apart.
But how can you be together when a country is getting its energy from the person you want protection against, or from the group that you want protection?
Because we understand that when we stand together, also when dealing with Russia, we are stronger. I think what we have seen is that...
No, you're just making Russia richer.
Well,
you're not dealing with Russia, you're making Russia richer.
Well, I think that even during the Cold War, NATO allies were trading with Russia. Then there have been disagreements about what kind of trade arrangements we should go
I think
into.
trade is wonderful. I think energy is a whole different story. I think energy is a much different story than normal trade. And you have a country like Poland that won't accept the gas. You take a look at some of the countries that won't accept it because they don't want to be captive to Russia. But Germany, as far as I'm concerned, is captive to Russia because it's getting so much of its energy from Russia. So we're supposed to protect Germany, but they're getting their energy from Russia. Explain that. And it can't be explained, you know that.
All right, thank you, Press. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, will you endorse the argument? Thank you. Thank you, Press.
Okay, folks, now what I want to make clear before I go any further is one, obviously, you know, the president is not a globalist, but our past presidents have been. Okay? They have been. All right? Now, what I want to be perfectly clear about is, when did Barack Obama become president of the United States? That's right. When was Gerhard Schroeder Chancellor of Germany? From October 1998 to October 2002, and from October 2002 to November 2005. 7 years, 26 days. George W. Bush. That's right. William Jefferson Clinton. That's right. Angela Merkel carried on from 2005 to 2009. George W. Bush, and 2009 to 2013, and then 2013 to 18. So 2009 to 2013, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Do you not realize there's not enough time in this show to scratch the surface of the dirt of the Russian collusion that has taken place in the world? From George W. Bush to Hillary Clinton, with NATO, William Jefferson Clinton, Barack Obama. There's not enough time to say, why did we allow this to happen? No, now there's only outrage and fear of what Donald Trump is doing with our allies. Let me make this clear. Germany only exists because we allowed them to. Russia only exists because we allowed them to. We used Russia to help us during World War II to push the Germans back and to end the war. Russia did help us in World War II against Adolf Hitler in Germany. But we should have immediately, and our generals knew that we should have immediately, after the war ended, went into Russia. We should have. And we didn't. So they exist today because we allowed them to. We knew we were dealing with the devil. We knew the devil was in the details with Russia the whole time we were making a deal with them. That being said, Germany only exists because we allowed them to after World War World War II, period, okay? Adolf Hitler was chancellor from 1933 to 1945, 12 years and 90 days he was chancellor. Joseph Goebbels was chancellor for a day. April 30th, 1945 to May 1st, a day. He was chancellor for a day. The next chancellor was only 21 days, okay? I don't know the German names. And then after that, they come up with Konrad and Adenauer, 14 years, 13 days. I would research Konrad because it's at that time, okay? It's at that time that, you know what? September 15th, 1949. He took office about the time, all right? He took office about the time that NATO was signed and was there 14 years. We created the Germany after World War II. We allowed them to exist no matter how mad people think or get, how mad people get. We helped them become accepted in the world and normalized relationship with them after, no pun intended on the day, the gas lines they had running at that time. We allowed them to exist. And now, as tired as you are of it, the original statement of NATO, keep Russia out, keep America in, and keep Germany down. Our presidents of the United States, our Secretary of States, and our government, worldwide government that we've allowed to happen in this country, abolished all three. We didn't keep Russia out. Russia rolled right into Crimea, Georgia. Russia's doing whatever they want. Russia made a deal with Germany. Russians made a deal all through the Baltics with gas line that made them rich, very rich. So we didn't keep Russia out. America didn't stay in because we became the whipping boy of NATO, and we just decided they would do anything they want. So America did not stay in. And we did not keep Germany down. And I don't care if that upsets you or not. We were supposed to. NATO was supposed to keep Germany down. My concern is, what is Angela Merkel? What is Germany really up to? They're the ones that cut this deal with Putin with the last chancellor. They're the ones doing the dirty deals. So don't let them fool you. Donald Trump said, let me go over a couple things in the video, and the only way I could put it in the video is he said, you know, this is sad. Okay? This is sad. Protecting everyone from Russia. We're protecting everyone from Russia. That's what we're supposed to do. Now, the media will find a way, and they've already done it, that this rhetoric, they're calling it from Donald Trump, not truth. They're not calling this truth. Okay? As Joe Scarborough says, speaks truth to power. Well, Trump is actually over there speaking truth to power. He's not afraid of in the room. I mean, you got to give it to it. America's in the room. I don't care who the hell you are. I'm not, let me rephrase this because I probably got some people upset earlier in the show. Trump said, look, other American presidents tried, and I'm not the dumb, big-eared little black boy, you know, that's from supposedly Kenya. But, you know, we don't know about that. You know, we don't know. But, you know, but supposedly, I'm not those presidents. Other presidents have tried. So he says, hey, we're protecting you against Russia. We are supported. We're supposed to protect you from Russia. 70% Russia's natural gas. Germany Germany takes in 70% of their natural gas is powered. Germany is totally controlled by Russia. Now, the media is spinning this morning as, oh my God, Vladimir Putin must love the dismantling of NATO. He must love. No, Vladimir Putin does not like Trump calling it out and saying, please push billions back into NATO. Please, if you want us to stay, let's go to the original document. Keep Russia out. America in, Germany down. Please, let's not, you're going to tell me you made Vladimir Putin billions and billions of dollars, but then you want to tell me you can't pay more money. Vladimir Putin's sitting there saying, shut the hell up, Donald. Shut the hell up. I have a good thing. They send billions. I send gas. I shut it off one day. They're finished. I take them over. Shut the hell up, Donald. Shut up! Do you realize I go over and I pull the sleever down, woo, boom, and the gas is done. 70% of Germany has no gas, and they're through? Shut up! And please quit telling them to give more money. They gave $43 billion last year, and now that NATO was set up to protect the world against me. Please stop! But no, they will spin it around how Vladimir Putin must be sitting there loving his destruction of NATO. No, he's not. He's trying to call out everything wrong with NATO and saying, look, if you want protection against Russia, the original intention of NATO, we're going to have to stop right now, put the brakes on, not 10 years. So he says, other presidents tried. Germany is totally controlled by Russia. Other presidents tried. I will do it. Now, Trump said, hey, other presidents tried. Maybe they didn't know the difficulty. He just said, all right, I won't go. I will do it. Not over 10 years by 2030. They're saying they'll increase over the next 10. No, damn it. No, I'm only here for 6 more years, and don't think he's not, okay? I'm only here for 6 more years. I'm not one of those American political stunts where they do something over the next 10 years and then the next Congress comes in and switches it, all right? Now, empty your pockets now, okay? We're not going to put up with it. We're not going to. You're going to pay now. Germany is captive by Russia. How many times did he say Russia? Did you count how many times he said Russia? And then the Secretary General says, yes, but we know we're stronger together than apart. We're stronger together. Stand together. Stand. Please, please, please. Can somebody find Michael Jackson, We Are the World, and play it for Trump? Because please, Mr. Trump, you're just making Russia richer off the backs of the American people. I don't think so. Take a break. We'll come back. We'll get some reaction around the country. See if I can pull that up. Yes, we'll talk about the Supreme Court. Maybe there's some couple other things going on in the country. We'll see.